Hello, everyone. It is Mark Noble with Grove for Libraries with some more 25.11 updates for you. This is DIS 1449, which is improving the calendar display by allowing us to select different fields to display. So we've had the calendar display settings where you could add a header for administrators. We now have the ability, let's go into it. So this can now be defined per library, so you could have different headers per library. You can also add additional fields to display on the calendars. So if we look right now at my calendar, all we have is the title as well as the start and the end time. Great for simple things. But let's go ahead and let's add maybe the branch where the event is being held, and the room where it's being held. We can add the description. So basically, any field that you have defined can be added. So you could add like the language, you could add the event type, you could add whether it's featured. I'm just going to add some basic ones here. You can also choose where these display, so whether they're displayed online in the printed calendar or the printed agenda, and the order. So let's make that audience, and you can drag and drop them up and down to choose. So description looks best at the bottom. We're going to put that there. Um, We'll save this as is and we can take a look at it and then we'll refine it. So let's save that. Um, and if we look at our calendar now, we can see we've got lots of information. We've got the library where it's taking place. We've got the room. So this is the children's room. We've got that it's for kids or for adults or teens. And we have the description. It's a little hard to read. In this view. So let's go back into calendar display settings. We're going to turn off the description for what is displayed online, um, and save that again. That is going to remove it here. So that is gone. We also then have the ability to control if it's displayed in the printed calendar or printed agenda. These are really setting defaults because the patron has the ability to choose things. So um, if we go back here to our print options, we can see we have the ability to print the description in the calendar. Might be a little long, but that's up to the patron to decide if we want to give them that power. Or we can just print it in the agenda. So let's do a print just to start. I'm going to change my sharing window. One second. So we will share the printout. So there's our printed agenda, and we can see we've got the description as well as all of the rest of the information. It gets a little long, but that's okay if that's what the patron wants. Let's go back to Aspen. If we turn off description, so let's turn off description and audience. We'll just leave the branch in the room. We're going to print that. Let's go back to the printout. All right, back to the printout. So here we can see we just have the title, the room, or the library in the room, and uh, not the audience or the description. Similarly, if we were to print that with the agenda, so we could say, let's just print this again, but we're going to switch to agenda. So we're just going to switch that into landscape or into portrait mode. Um, and let's go back to – So this is based off the actual width. We're just bump it in here a little bit. So here we can see we've got the uh, the title again, and as well as the building, the room, audience, and then the description. So good information there. Should be a lot more powerful. We started this last time with the description and then kind of built on it to add all the rest of the fields. So thank you to Click and CDoc for sponsoring that. Great functionality for all of our event users. Thanks. We'll talk to you again next time.